Mm. Mm. Yes, if you are just joining us, we welcome you to today's NBSLP Tech Series. Right now, we are presently taking a poll.
The poll has
Okay,
ended, please. The poll has
all
ended,
right,
please.
sir. All right, thank you, Mr. Fernandez. It's still showing on my screen. I was trying to stop sharing.
The result of the poll that is on your screen.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I believe we can all see the result of the poll. Thank you. All right. Thank you. If you have really participated in that quick poll, thank you so much. I appreciate all participants here today. And then before we bring on to the floor, Mr. Ibrahim Sule, I would want to remind us to please mute our mics. And if you have questions, comments, kindly drop them in the chat box. Thank you. Mr. Ibrahim Sule, you're welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Aderanke. Thank you, Mr. Fernandez, for always giving me this rare opportunity to share some of my few experiences with my colleagues. During the introduction, I was introduced as a director of academics in the Nigerian Law School. I would like to most respectfully and humbly correct that impression. I resigned my appointment about a year ago to pursue my career in AI and legal practice. In fact, for the over 18 years I was in law school, I never stopped practicing. So when the time came for me to resign, I resigned. And now I'm not with Nigerian Law School. I sat for 18 years and I'm no longer with Nigerian Law School. And I was also introduced as being called to the Nigerian bar. In 2023, I was really called to the Nigerian bar in 2003. And 2 days from today, I'll be, by the grace of God, 22 years at the bar, because I was called on 12th July 2003. So I'll be celebrating the next 2 days. These are the few mistakes that I would like to correct. Let me go straight to my presentation. And I will try all my best to be practical. And I hope the time will permit me to do all what I have for my colleagues to enjoy today. Can you see my screen? Let's just one person answer me. Mrs. Adoranke, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, sir. Yes, I can.
Oh, great. So the title of my presentation is From Template to Trial, AI-powered court documentation drafting techniques, a practical session. So we are going to demonstrate practically to my colleagues how we can start from generating a template that we can work with of the numerous legal processes that we always draft in our legal practice or in the day-to-day legal services we deliver to our numerous clients, up to the trial. Trial doesn't stop at the High Court, obviously, and hopefully it moves on to the Supreme Court, and hopefully I will engage you to drafting some of the process. In fact, right now I am drafting a process meant for filing at the Supreme Court, and I'll be sharing with you the processes that I have followed to successfully draft that. So the presentation is going to be practical, God's willing. But then before the practical session, let me draw our attention to things preparatory to the practical sessions, things that I know are very, very fundamental and very, very important for us to successfully and practically draft any court process. Things that we must bear in our minds, things that we must consider at the beginning of every kind of draft that we would like to draft, either as a court process or either in any activity in the legal services we deliver to our various clients. First of all, I think I have divided the stages of drafting Are you with me, please?
Yes, we are, but we
Mrs.
lost you for a
Can
bit,
you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, we lost you for
Oh,
a
yes.
bit, but you're back
Oh,
on.
yes. Somebody called me, and I'm using the phone for hotspots. Okay, so I have divided the stages into four. The first stage I call information gathering stage. This is when you will first have a sort of interaction with your clients, where you will be gathering the facts from your clients for you to determine the legal issues involved from the facts you gathered from your clients and the desired outcomes of those legal issues you gathered from the facts you get from the clients. And then the second stage I call AI prompting, because whatever document you are going to draft, it being a legal service related document in terms of, for instance, a legal opinion, in terms of demand notice, in terms of any agreement, or in terms of any document that you seek to file in court, they are not your own documents. They are your client's documents. and you get those facts from your clients. So the first stage must be the client's interaction stage, where you get all those facts. And then upon getting those facts, you move on to the second stage I call AI prompt engineering stage. This is where you would construct, you would engineer some kind of AI understandable and technical words for you to successfully get or generate what you should generate from the AI. Because an AI is like a boy in whose brain in whose brain there are a lot of things that you would like to get, but you can only get them when you know how to instruct the boy to walk inside his own brain to tell you what you would like him to tell you. So unless you talk to him the way he will understand that boy, I mean the AI will not obviously understand you. So you need what we call AI prompting, and you have to engineer those prompting. And I'm going to take us through how you can successfully engineer those prompting. The way you talk to AI is not the way you talk to your own friend. The way you talk to AI is not the way you would talk to your own self. There are certain tones of language that AI can quickly and smartly understand for you to smartly and quickly get the responses you desire. Because you can get in what you desire when you put in what you want. So it's garbage in, garbage out. So when you put in a good prompt, definitely your response is going to be good response. When you put in bad prompt inside an AI platform like ChatGPT, obviously you are going to get bad responses or bad answers. So the third stage is the stage of the generation, which I call AI generation. That's when you start generating the documents. When you start generating the first draft, maybe the second draft, when you start making a sort of refinement, when you start making some optimization to the structure of the initial document you draft, and you will move on and move on to optimize, to refine, to redraft until you get what definitely you desire to get as your final draft. And then the final stage, which is very, very important. And I'm very, very happy that Mr. Fernandez has talked to you about it. This relates to what is called the NBA guidelines. I think NBA guidelines on the use of AI elaborately has spoken on that, especially on this the fourth stage, which is human review. That's when you would make sure that you put in all the legal accuracies. That's when you verify. That's when you polish. That's when you ensure that everything is intact as far as the law is concerned, as far as the legal, contextual, and logical argument is concerned, as far as the citation of the cases are concerned, as far as the principles you cited are concerned, before you file it or before you hand it over. So these four stages, I think, as far as I'm concerned, are mandatory. And each stage is very, very important. Insofar as you would like at the end of it all to have a very, very fine and very, very effective and polished legal drafting using AI. Effective prompting engineering. I'm going to show us how to use this, but then for you to effectively use any AI platform to get what you would like to get, you have to follow what I call clear framework. What is clear framework? C stands for context. L stands for legal basis. E stands for expected outcome. And A stands for audience. And then R stands for requirements. So you have to mandatorily ensure that you follow this framework for you to prompt any AI platform to generate or to draft any legal document successfully. What is context? What I mean by context is for you to provide the case background. You can just get into an AI platform and say draft writ of summons. No. You can't. And of course, it's going to draft writ of summons, but you will end up getting every bit of a rubbish writ of summons, for instance, or every bit of a rubbish statement of claim, because you have not put the AI machine into the context of the exactly the things that you would like it to consider before it goes on to draft. So you have to give the case background to the AI. For instance, you can first inform the AI who you are and who your client is, and what exactly is the problem that you would like it to solve currently. And now the legal basis. Now you have to specify the applicable laws that you would like the machine, the AI machine, to consider while drafting. And then you have to also put in the expected outcome. What exactly do you how exactly do you want those documents to look like? Otherwise, you'll end up getting a document drafted using a standard and a template from another jurisdiction. And that's obviously what's happening. Most of our colleagues complain that they ask an AI machine to draft a statement of claim or to draft an affidavit, but it doesn't look like an affidavit they file in Nigerian court. Why? Because they have not put in the expected outcome, that they want the AI machine to draft a precise affidavit with a standard and template of the affidavits and the processes being drafted by Nigerian lawyers in Nigeria are being filed in Nigerian courts. And this should you can even go beyond that, and I'm going to demonstrate to us how you can go beyond that. You can go beyond that to get a copy of an affidavit that you file. Either you copy it and paste into the AI machine and ask it to use the fact you give it to draft similar kind of the process. If it's an affidavit, for instance, similar kind of affidavit using this fact, but using the template that you have attached or using the template that you have just drafted. Sorry, that you have just copied and pasted. And then the audience, you have to identify, you have to state that this process is going to file in the Lagos State High Court, is going to file in the Court of Appeal, and this process is to be based on the Lagos State High Court Rules 2019, for instance, Kano State High Court Rules 2014, or the Abuja High Court Rules 2019, or whatever rules. And depending on the type of platform of the AI you use, the AI you are using must not necessarily have access to that very current law that you would like it to consider while drafting those processes. And if that's the case, you have to attach the copy of that process, so the copy of that law or legislation that the AI should consider while drafting those processes. You have to attach it to the platform, and I'm going to show us how we are going to do that. And then you also ensure that you put in the necessary requirements as to format and the style needed. You know, when you check the rules of court, there are certain format as to the style and the structure needed that every draft of the or to be filed in court must be in those styles. So you have to inform, you have to prompt the AI machine that it should structure the drafting in so format, so that you don't have to edit a lot after you get the final draft. Okay, on daily basis, or statement of defense. This is affidavit, counter affidavit, witness enforcement of fundamental rights. Motions, both motions or notice, injunctions, both interim and interlocutory injunction. Written addresses for me is the most difficult. Why is the most difficult? Because this is where you will commit yourself. This is where you either get it right in terms of the arguments, in terms of the cases you cite, or you get it wrong. This is where you can ethically be challenged, because when you do not check the cases that the AI uses, you'll end up in a big ethical dilemma. In fact, you may be sanctioned. And we had it recently that so many lawyers in some other jurisdictions were sanctioned because they asked AI to draft written addresses, and unfortunately, they have not gone through to ensure that the cases are relevant and the citations are appropriate and correct, and the legal principles are also relevant. They just make use of those cases straight ahead, and the opposing counsel or the court discovers that those cases are fake cases. Because one thing about AI is this: it always tries to make you happy, and towards making you happy, it make sure that it creates something that doesn't exist until you check to see that it doesn't exist. It will even create a false and fake legal principle and support it with the cases with relevant citations, either in the Nigerian law report or all Nigerian weekly law report or whatever law report, with pages with the quotations of the justices or of the or of the judges, sorry, of the justices, and now give you out. So until you change, you will be in big trouble when you do not really check. So I'm going to show us how we can make sure that we successfully and effectively draft written addresses without these challenges. Cross-examination questions. This is one area where AI is really wonderful. I'm telling you, in terms of generation or generating cross-examination questions, AI is really wonderful, and I have found it to be very, very reliable assistant. Notice of appeal and the grounds of appeal, that's very, very fine, and AI is of good assistance. Strength and weaknesses of a case you are handling, I'm going to show us how you can generate to see whether you are likely to win a case or you are likely to lose a case upon certain parameters. Brief of argument either as appellant or as the respondent, that one too is fantastic. We are going to demonstrate if time permits. So should I move on, please?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Can anybody say hi?
We are with you, sir. I believe the participants are with you as well.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay. Now, before I move on to drafting, let me tell you or let me share with you something. There are many ways of engaging AI to draft any court process. One is by prompting. By prompting is by instructing or commanding or informing or engaging or telling the AI machine to draft the way you would like it, or you would like it, you desire for it to draft. Secondly, is by attaching a process. You can have your own process drafted and now ask the AI to perfect it in a manner you have or you choose to prompt it to do that, or that you can get a drafted or a file template of a writ of summons, for instance, of a case you are handling. You attach it to the AI machine, and now you get certain facts from your clients, maybe during the client's interview, and now prompt the AI machine to first draft writ of summons using the attached template with its necessary and appropriate amendments as to the names and the reliefs and some other sections, but using the facts you have just put into the prompting box. The third one is by copy and pasting. What I mean by copy and pasting is to copy a particular process you already have as a template and put it in the AI prompting box that's within the AI box, and ask it to use the information you have put in to draft the particular document you have just commanded it within the facts you have just put in below the ones that you have just passed. And then the fourth one is by creation or by creating what is called a knowledge base. For those of us who are advanced in using AI, you can create a whole lot of a knowledge base of an AI machine, for instance, you are using. If you are using ChatGPT, for instance, the paid one, not the free one. If you are using any other paid version of the AI platforms like Chat LLM, for instance, you can create what is called knowledge base. By knowledge base is a whole lot of library of the processes you would like the AI machine to always look at, to always analyze while responding to the pieces of prompting you give it, and it will always look at it. So what you will do is to create a sort of a library of all the code processes that you daily draft, or those that you drafted. You can scan them, upload them to the knowledge base, and now anytime you would like the AI to draft a particular code process, you just prompt the AI to look or to check into the knowledge base, look at the writ of summons there, and draft similar type of writ of summons using the fact you have just put in. Or you can create, in some machines, they call them projects. You can create a whole lot of projects as per any case you are handling. Like the one that I'm using, which is Chat LLM, I always create projects for the cases that I'm handling. And for each case, I have a project. For each case, I have a project on that. And I will upload all the relevant documents that I would like the AI to always consider while I'm engaging it to draft any process in relation to that court process. Okay. Now, finally, you have to do what is called quality control. And I think I'll skip this. When we come to the end of the presentation, I'll come back to it. What to avoid, I think I will also skip this when we come to the final lip of the presentation. I'll come to it so that I will engage my learned colleagues to know the things that they should avoid while drafting or using AI to draft code processes. Thank you. Now I will move on to the drafting. So, like I have said it, for me, I have been using Chat LLM, and I know some of you can use maybe ChatGPT, maybe Copilot, maybe Gemini, maybe Harvey AI.
Alert from software update. Updates available.
Some of you can be using some other freely downloadable AI generation, AI generating platforms like maybe R1 for DeepSeek or for Wen or Llama. These are freely available that you can use. But unfortunately, for a perfect legal drafting, you may really have to pay, because you really have to attach maybe sometimes tens of documents, sometime maybe documents with maybe 100 of pages, especially when you are going on appeal to the Court of Appeal or to the Supreme Court. So you have to scan tens of, like this is a document for an appeal to the Supreme Court. So there is no way you can scan these documents successfully and attach it to a free version of ChatGPT. They will not allow you, because this is about 382 pages. So I think advisably you have to sacrifice at least $10 for you to pay for. And I think there is Mali AI. Mali AI, I think they are charging $5 per month, and they will also allow you to attach huge documents. Okay, so now what we are going to do, this is Abacus AI. The platform is called, the website is called Chat LLM, and this is what I'm using. And I'm using it for many months now. It's about $20 a month. And I'm using it for a lot of things as far as my legal practice is concerned. So what we are going to do, let me create a project, for instance. Like I've said, you can always create a project. Okay, so let me create a project for now so that I will show you how you can attach a document to a project and ask the AI to draft it for you. Now let's create a project. So the name of the project, let's name it maybe the case of Musa Sani. Sorry, yes, you can name it anyhow, Musa Sani. So you can provide a general description to this project. You can do this as well to ChatGPT, for instance, because you can create a chatbot within ChatGPT, and you can prompt a particular chatbot within ChatGPT to do what you would like it specifically to do, irrespective of any case you are handling. You can as well go to the general ChatGPT and start prompting it the way you would like to prompt it. But for me, I always prepare this. You can do this. I will also come back to do it generally for those of us who may not be able to be paying $20 or $10 per month for the paid version of ChatGPT or any other platform. But for those of us who can do that, you can go to ChatGPT, create a chatbot or create a project, name the project in the case that you are handling, or in anything that you can remember, and give it a description. So you can provide a description here, maybe by saying, I will be using this to draft court processes to be filed in the High Court of. Don't mind me about the typing structure. It doesn't matter the way you type, as far as you are using AI. Okay, in the High Court of Kano State, Nigeria. So all the processes must be in the Nigerian legal practice standards. I will be attaching similar processes for you to look at and draft similar using the facts I give you with certain amendments where possible. You can just give it any this is not even the prompt You can just give the description, and it will discover, it will consider this description while responding to your prompt. So you can create this project. So let's create this project. So the project is created, and look at the name of the project, the case of Musa Sani. So all you are drafting for a particular case should get into this project, so that if tomorrow you would like to come back to do similar projects, you don't have any problem with that. So you can now go on to add more instructions if you would like to add more instructions for it to consider, or you can come down here to add more files, to upload files that you would like it to consider. So you can upload files from your computer. Like you can upload read-up summon, you can upload originating summons if you would like to draft originating summons. But for this one, I think let us draft something that has to do with enforcement of fundamental rights, for instance. So we are going to upload similar processes that have to do with the enforcement of fundamental rights. So obviously we are going to upload a motion on notice for enforcement of fundamental right that we file in another case. Even if it's not our own, you can get it on the internet. If you discover that it's a perfect draft, you can just download it and keep it so that you can upload it to the machine for it to consider. Statement in support, you can upload it. Then after statement in support, the affidavit, you can upload any template of any affidavit so that it doesn't go over to other jurisdictions to borrow the way they draft their own affidavit and make nonsense out of it and give you, and you will struggle to amend it. No, 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 no. You have to narrow it down to the Nigerian template. And you can as well draft maybe an interim application and an application for interim injunction for enforcement of fundamental rights. If you have, you can upload it. And then an interlocutory application, if any, you can upload it. And then you can also upload a template of a written address. And now, obviously, you must have already gotten, you must have already interviewed your client, for instance. Okay. Now let's upload the documents from your own computer. So preparatory to this, you must have downloaded all these templates, either from the internet, or you get it from your colleagues, or you get it from the old file that you file already. Because one of the fundamental issues relating to AI is that AI is not going to do your own job. No, AI is going to help you make your own job yourself in a fast way. So you cannot just ask AI to draft an application for enforcement of fundamental rights. You just give it the name of the applicant and the respondent, and now you sit down drinking coffee and you expect the AI to make magic and come up with an application for enforcement of fundamental rights for you. No, AI for now cannot do that for you. And even if it does that for you, that's going to be rubbish. And if you file it without checking, you'll be compromising the standard set in Nigeria, especially the NBA guidelines on the use of AI, and you'll definitely end up in a big trouble, because you will get the cases cited using maybe fake cases cited. You get fake principles, you understand, adumbrated, and before you know it, you get in a big trouble. So you have to upload what you would like the AI to consider, what you would like the AI to look at before it comes up with your own draft of the documents. Okay, now let's upload from our computer. Okay, let me go to a case that I am handling. I have told you that you must have already interviewed your client, and you must have already also typed the interview of your client. And even the typing of the interview, you can use AI to do that. And if you write it down, you can use AI to generate or to convert what you write into text. And maybe this is not the topic of today. Otherwise, I would have shown you how to ask AI to take your client interview with small intervention of yourself, or you ask AI to convert the audio recording of the interview your client sent you by WhatsApp into a text, so that you can quickly copy and paste into an AI machine for it to generate the necessary interview for you. So let me go to, now we are going to draft, we are going to upload certain documents. So let me go straight to one folder. Yes. So in this folder, this is a folder that has to do with the enforcement of fundamental right against the IGP. This is a process, the processes we already file, you know, so you already have them. You have the, oh, no. This one has to do with originating summons. So this one, these are the processes you file. If you like, you can just select them all and ask AI to upload them one after the other. Yes, and this is faster. But for you to save time and for you to ensure that it perfectly upload them, because most of these AI machines, even the paid ones, can only upload 20 documents at a go. So until you wait, when they, if you upload more than 20 documents and you think they are done, they are not done until you go back and check. Yes, definitely they are done. So this is affidavit for motion ex parte. In another case, you upload it. Okay, it's uploaded. You upload another one. This is affidavit of urgency. In another case, remember we are trying to draft an application for enforcement of fundamental rights, and you will. These are the grounds upon which the reliefs are sought. You upload them. Okay, you continue to upload. This is the motion on notice for enforcement of fundamental rights. Let's upload two now. This is the motion ex parte. Maybe his liberty is in danger and you would like to have an urgent relief before the hearing of the motion on notice. Okay. I think this, okay, this is a written address you have written and filed in another case, and you would like the AI to consider some of these arguments. So this is the written address. Okay, this is the affidavit for motion on notice. You also have to upload it. Yes. And now you also go to the written address for motion on notice, a written address for motion ex parte. Okay. Okay. So I think you are done, because these are majorly the processes you would like to, these are the major processes you definitely are going to file for enforcement of fundamental rights. Okay. Now you should close. Now, as I've told you, you have to put the AI into context. And let's assume you already have your own interview. And even if you don't have your own interview, but for us to save our time, let me search if we have an interview that we can just copy and paste. Yes, this is an interview we conducted. Yeah. This is an interview of someone we conducted. So you just copy this, you copy it, and you go to your AI machine and paste it. As I always tell you, you know, advisably, you should make use of the paid version of the AI, because this is a very long interview of about 54 paragraphs. So some of the free versions of the AI machines will not allow you to paste larger size of or large size of text. They'll say, no, you have to summarize, or you have to abbreviate, or you have to just customize them. But the paid ones, you can copy and paste no matter how large the text are. And sometimes, interviews can run into pages. This is about 4 pages of interview. So assuming you have an interview that you can just copy and paste, or let's assume you don't have an interview, you just want to craft something for the AI to do this. So you can just come here and say command. Okay, now you are giving the AI command. Okay, look at the attach documents to draft application for enforcement of fundamental rights of Salim Bashir against the Inspector General Police and the Commissioner of Police, Kano State. The action is to be filed in the Kano State High Court. You are to use the above facts, which is the client's interview, to draft all the processes I will mention below. You don't have to, AI doesn't care sometimes about the structure of how you type. All these small typing errors, it will take care of them, and obviously it's going to correct them accordingly. So you don't have to bother yourself about whether you have to put a big character or small character, or you have to put a full stop or whatever. Unless it's very substantive, you don't have to you don't have to bother yourself. So motion on notice, motion ex parte, affidavit, etc., etc. Okay, you are to use the attached documents as templates.
It's 3 o'clock.
Do not go outside to seek to use any other templates. I will add that in the interview, I didn't mention that Hassan Ubawaru reported the case to the police, and the police now invited Salim Bashir several times, detained him once, and didn't take him to court or inform him the offense he is being suspected of committing. Okay, so you can just send this, and it's the AI is now analyzing, and after analyzing the document, it has even finished the analyzing the prompt, and it's saying that this is what it understands, that before it proceeds, it said, I will use only your uploaded documents as template for all drafts. 2, processes to draft. Motion on notice for enforcement of fundamental right, motion ex parte, affidavits, grant for leave, written address, affidavit of urgency, any other processes you specify. Key points to incorporate: the facts from your client's interview as above, and now the additional facts. Then respondents are, it's now telling you that it definitely understands your prompting, and if it's correct, now you take the next step. So the next step, it says, I will start by reviewing your templates to ensure the drafts match the style, structure, and legal standard to use. And it says, then I will draft the first process, which is motion enforcement of fundamental rights, using your facts and templates. But before I begin, it says, please confirm if you want all processes at once, or if you want to review each draft one by one. Okay, now I will say I will review each draft one by one. And now you continue. It says, once you confirm, I will proceed with the first draft. Now you can proceed. So it has started drafting. It says, perfect. That works well. I will start with motion on notice for enforcement of fundamental rights using your facts and the attached templates. I will ensure it is tailored to the Kano State High Court with the correct parties and reliefs, and that it reflects the police actions as described. Once you review and approve the motion on notice, I will proceed to the next process, which is motion ex parte and affidavit. And it has drafted, and look at it. It said, I don't have to even read it for you. You are seeing it on your screen. Okay. It is still drafting. So this place, this icon is rolling red, and if it finishes, it stops rolling red. So let's wait until it finishes. So even from the beginning, you can see that it says in the High Court of Kano State of Nigeria, Kano Judicial Division holding at Kano suit number in the matter of an application by Salim Bashir for the enforcement of his fundamental rights under sections 34. I already have all this in the processes I attached. It just copied and changed a little and substitute it accordingly. So it is still drafting. It's like there is a sort of network problem. It shouldn't take this long. It definitely shouldn't have taken this long. Let me refresh the page and see what goes wrong. When I click here, it will stop because it seems there is a network problem. Let me refresh it. Okay, so let me give it the prompt again so that it starts once again, because previously there was a network problem. So I have to copy this together with the prompt again, and that will not take us time because we already have it there. Okay, we just have to copy it. Yes, we just copy it and paste and give it the prompt again. Okay. Okay, yes, it has started now. Mrs. Adorenke, are you with me?
Yes, I'm very much with you, sir.
Yes, I'm facing a small network problem with the machine, with the AI machine. I don't
You're trying
know.
to refresh them.
Yes, it's trying to refresh. It's refreshing now.
All right, sir.
It's taking longer than necessary. So I think what I will do is to cancel this one and
Okay,
create
sir.
another project. Let
Okay.
me quickly create another project, or let me just create another chat, not necessarily a project, and attach a few of the documents I attach. Sorry. Okay. Let me just give the prompts. Yes, it has moved on now. Okay. Okay, now you can see the motion on notice is drafted. I don't have to read it for you, but I think it's perfect. The respondents are the Inspector General of Police and then the Commissioner of Police, Kano State. The motion is brought pursuant to sections 34, 35, 36, and 41 and of the Constitution, and then Order 2, Rule 1 of the Fundamental Rights, which I think are all correct. And the reliefs are a declaration that the arrest, detention, and the continued harassment of the applicant by the respondent at the instance of one blah, 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 without informing him of the offense he is suspected to have committed and without charging him to court is unlawful, unconstitutional, and gross violation of the applicant's fundamental rights as guaranteed under section an order directing the immediate release of the applicant from further arrest or detention by the respondent in respect of the complaint, blah, blah, blah. So you can check I think the relief sought are perfect. Okay, now it says I will put order. Okay, I will say, okay, draft the motion on notice. Draft the motion on notice. Make sure you apply for the stay of all investigations and harassment of the applicant pending the determination of the motion on notice. Okay, so you give it, you send it. So this is the motion on notice. Sorry, motion ex parte. Okay. Sorry, I made mistake. I said the motion ex parte. Okay, now I say draft the motion ex parte. Draft the motion ex parte. So you see, the motion ex parte is seeking for an order restraining the respondent, their agent, previous, and any person acting on blah blah blah. As this is the usual relief sought at the interim level. And then secondly, an order staying all forms of investigation, invitation, arrest, detention, intimidation, and harassment of the applicant by the respondent, their agent, previous, blah, 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 acting on their pending, blah, blah. So this is a typical, you can see that maybe on the motion on notice, it has not stated the address for service and the address of the counsel to the applicant. I think I have not stated that, and you can say that in the beginning so that it will always consider it. Now it says it's proceeding to draft the affidavit. Okay, I say proceed. So look at the affidavit. The deponent is perfectly inserted. All his details, male, Nigerian, adult, business name, even his address is extracted from the interview. And if you look at this very well, and you also look at the interview very well, you'll discover that these are the events and the facts of the interview that the AI converted to the affidavits. Yes, to the affidavits. Okay. Now it says the affidavit of urgency. I'll say proceed. And you'll agree with me that the AI is wonderful here because it has not repeated the facts in the main affidavit, isn't it? It just has stated the urgency, the facts to justify the urgency of the matter in the affidavit of urgency. And that's the requirement of the law, and it has perfectly done that very well. Now it says I will proceed to draft the grounds upon which the reliefs are sought. I say, okay, proceed. So these are the grounds, Okay. There is a mistake here. I've not asked it to give the description because the ground consists the name and description of the applicant. Okay. I can say amend and update. The grounds should contain name and description of the applicant, then grounds of the application, then relief sought, then relief sought, and then the grounds upon which the reliefs are sought. It has made a small mistake here because under the names and description of the applicant, this is an application by applicant Salim Bashir Ndaki for the enforcement, and this is some of the things that you can correct yourself because this is not the way that it should describe it. But you can ask the AI to describe it by a necessary prompt. You can say, for instance, you can ask it to correct. You can say under name and description of the applicant, it should only contain his name, his social status, let's say social status, his address, etc., in brief, correct and update. I think it has corrected because it says the name and description of the applicant. The applicant is Salim Bashir Randawaki, a Nigerian business name, male of number blah blah, Nawaki, Kano State, and this is enough description for enforcement. Then the relief sought. If you remember, these are the same reliefs it sought on the motion on notice. It has not added anything. The grounds, and this must be constitutional grounds, meaning they must be based on the breach of any of the rights under fundamental rights. And I think they are perfect grounds upon which the reliefs are sought. Okay. Now it said, if you are satisfied with this update, I will proceed to the written address. This is where sometimes, you really have to be careful. So what there are two ways to that. If you have a similar written address that you have written, for which you confirm that the cases, you really check the cases and ensure that they are correct, the citations are intact, and everything of the legal principles are okay, you can upload it and ask the AI to canvass the argument with necessary amendments appropriately. But if it's a fresh matter that you have never handled, the facts of the case and the subject matter upon which the action for the enforcement of fundamental rights is brought completely different from those cases you previously handled, and you need to canvass fresh arguments, you should not allow AI to argue freshly for you. Especially that it can hallucinate, in that it can get out and come up with cases that
Hello, sir.
don't really exist. Yes,
Hello, sir. I'm so sorry to interject. However, we have less than 10 minutes to round up, and
Okay.
we would appreciate it if you can take some of the questions that has been dropped in the chat box, which I can read to you, sir, once you are set for us.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. All right, so I should go on with the questions.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, thank you, sir. We have one coming in from Richard Achara, which says, is this public disclosure of confidential briefing or interview with your client safe? Isn't there a danger of breach of professional confidence?
Okay, should I respond?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
I think if you are to use straight ahead your client's facts with his names and details into the AI machine, you are likely going to encounter this challenge that you may be breaching your duty of confidentiality and privacy, which you owe to your client at all material times without any excuse. I have demonstrated to you keeping that because I know well that somebody will ask me during the question and answer session. So what you will do in order to prevent yourself from being challenged that way is to, one, anonymize the names of your clients. You can anonymize before you start prompting. Like the names I use here is in relation to a case that I'm handling, for which I have informed the client that I'm going to use his name and address for the purposes of this class, and he has agreed. And the case is already in the public domain, meaning it's already in court. We are handling the case. Otherwise, I should have anonymized the details of the parties. I should anonymize some of the relevant, maybe arithmetic figure or anything that I know my client's privacy are likely to encounter certain challenges when I release them to the internet. This is one. By anonymization, I mean you can hide them. By hiding them before you prompt into an AI machine is to use X, Y, and Z, or A, B, C, D, for instance, so that even if they get out of the internet machine to the public, no one would definitely know that you are referring to a particular named person, because you already have hidden the names. And secondly, if you go back to our previous class, our previous webinar, I have taken you through how you can deploy an AI model, an AI machine completely on your systems, either on your desktop or in your laptop, and you can use them offline. Offline, I mean you can use them completely without being connected to the internet, and you definitely can get maybe 60 to 70% of what you can get using the AI platforms to do. And doing that can definitely help you not to breach your client confidentiality and information. But
Thank you so much,
the
sir.
fact that there is that likelihood shouldn't prevent you from using AI, because you know AI has come to stay. You must use it. If you don't use it, some other lawyers will use it, and before you know it, you will definitely will lose your brief and you'll get out of the profession.
Thank you, sir. I would take 2 questions at a time, sir.
Yeah, go on.
There's this other question. It's very similar to the one you have answered, sir. It's also speaking of how to guarantee confidentiality. So I'll take the one that says, since no case is exactly the same, what is the essence of uploading a draft on AI, since you still have to edit the same to align with the case at hand? And then also, sir, there's another question that says, is there any legal tool under ChatGPT, and what are the names of the tool which can be paid for? The person wants to know if there are other tools and if they can be paid for. Yes, sir.
I think the first person said, asked the question, what is the essence of uploading the draft, since you really have to go through it? I think at the beginning I have answered this question. I said, with all the miracles and the magic of the AI, you do not expect AI to do the work for you. AI can help you do the work in a very fast way. So if it's a brief of argument that can take you 1 month, that can take you at least 30 days to finish, with the help of AI, you can finish it within maybe a week or 2 weeks. And that definitely will help you save your precious time to do some other good things for yourself. AI for now cannot do everything for you. And God forbid that AI can do for lawyers everything that lawyers can do. Otherwise, they will kick us out of this profession, isn't it? So at least AI is like a motorbike, or at least for some, a very smart vehicle that can take us to where we would like to go in a smooth and fast way without olden days obstacles. And that's why you have to upload. Even the documents that you are uploading, you can anonymize them, except if they are in the public domain. You know, if they are in the public domain, people are entitled to go to the court and even watch the proceedings. So you cannot prevent people from, except in certain exceptional cases where the proceedings are in camera, you cannot prevent people from going to court. So it doesn't make sense if you say you must at all times anonymize. But it's safer for you to anonymize if you are handling some very serious stricto sensu confidential issues that you really don't want any other person to. And in this age, you should always, in fact, that's what the guidelines on the use of AI has said, that you should always engage your client as far as your usage of AI to handle his case is concerned, so that he should definitely know that you are using AI for some of his job. And in case you are using some of his documents, he has already consented that you can use the AI to draft certain documents for him, so that you can speed up the case for him and you will be happy at the end of it all.
Thank you so much.
The other question, Ba?
Yes, sir. The other question, this person is interested in knowing whether there are other tools, AI tools, ChatGPT, that can be paid for.
You know, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
My screen, I have taken you to our website, which is LawGPTAfrica.com. Under LawGPT Africa, we have so many tools. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 22 years, I have been practicing. I have gotten a lot in terms of blessings, and that I think I have to appreciate God and appreciate some of my mentors and seniors that really helped me achieve what I have achieved so far. I have achieved a little, not necessarily much, but I am thankful to God and thankful to my mentors, my teachers. And towards that appreciation, I have created this website, LawGPT Africa, and we have numerous AI tools that we are training right now. And the idea is, at the end of it all, we are making it available for our lawyers in Nigeria free of charge. Look at this one. It's called AI-powered legal document drafting. And if you look at it, you can draft writ of summons, originating summons, statement of claims, statement of defense, name them. You can draft a lot. You can draft. You can have a whole legal forecast. You can have a case strategy. You can draft and generate cross-examination questions. You can have risk analysis of your case. And our intention is to make these freely available. Here, if you go to here, Courtbot 2. As here too, you can draft a number of processes. It's meant for judges and lawyers as well. If you go to Law Search Board, here you can search anything. Anything. I say anything. You can just click at it and search for anything, and it will give you, depending on the prompt you give, you can search anything as far as Nigerian law is concerned. This one also is on testing. It's called Nigerian Lawyers AI Drafter. And you just select, you can select, look at the numerous documents that you can select. And our intention is to make it about 500. And so far we have like 150 documents that you can just select, including legal opinion. Like if you want to draft a legal opinion, you just go to this place, you write the client name, the subject matter, the questions to address, you just click here to generate. And if you want to draft notice to quit, letter of demands, motion for interlocutory injunction, cross-examination generation, complaint to the police, you just come here, you click, it will ask you for name of the complainant, the incident details, the date, and you just generate the complaint within seconds. So we have a lot here. Text summarizer. You can have a lot that you would like to summarize. You just copy and paste it here, and it will generate, it will summarize for you. For law teachers, you come down here, you can generate here exemplars, MCQ questions, PowerPoint slides, assignment, teacher jokes, lesson icebreakers, legal principle summary, case studies. You can generate anything as far as lawyers are concerned, as far as law teachers are concerned. And let me tell you, and let me repeat it again, our intention is to make everything here free of charge. You are not charging a penny. If we are developing the one more sophisticated than this, is we are going to charge less. But for this one, you can go to the website and try it. We are testing it. You can test run it and give us feedback on our AI in legal practice WhatsApp platform, or you can go to our contact. There is a contact place there. This is our email. This is our phone number. You can give us your feedback here as far as the AI drafting is concerned. Our intention is to make it free. But for those who can spend a lot, you can subscribe for Gemini, which is very, very, very wonderful. You can subscribe for Harvey AI. You can subscribe for Abacus, LLM, Chat LLM. You can. There are so many ones that you can subscribe for. But unfortunately, it's only I think low for billion Chat GPT that customize a little their own to Nigerian jurisdiction, and our own is on training, and we are ensuring that we really customize it for Nigerian lawyers, and we are making it free of charge.
Noted, sir. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Ibrahim.
Thank you.
It has been a very wonderful session. Thank you, sir, for all you've taken us through. Also widening our scope of knowledge as regards AI-powered documents. Thank you so much, sir. And also, I want to apologize for mixing up the dates, the year of call, sir. My sincere apologies.
No problem.
Yes, sir. And I want to also appreciate all the participants. We've taken note of your comments, particularly as regards the CPD, and we believe that it will be resolved as once the team has directed you to where to lay the complaints. Thank you for participating in today's webinar. I believe it has been a wonderful session, and we believe you will be able to join us next time we come up with another series. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Ibrahim Sule, for being available today. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all participants for being there all through this session. From all of us here, from the team of the NBA SLP, we appreciate you, and we do hope that you join us some other time. Thank you.
Can you tell